Kana, Chimichukma. This is KVMR FM, Nevada City, KC, PC, Camino. It is I, Miss Jiff, and I gotta tell you guys something. We have a pretty freaking awesome show for today. We have Jana Mashonee. I spoke with her yesterday morning, and I thought about editing some of the nonsense out, but I went, you know what? No freaking way. If we were talking this morning, it would be live radio, and you'd end up hearing all this nonsense. So, about 11 o'clock, you're going to hear 45 minutes of Miss Jiff and Jana Mashonee. Jana Mashonee is a singer, songwriter, actress, activist, philanthropist, beauty, and just all-around cool chick. So, you may know her by her Christmas album that we play every year. It's one of 3 Christmas albums that I like. But you'll hear all about that. And we're going to play a bunch of Jana throughout the day today. And she's just wide range of stuff. You know, you're going to hear some like beautiful traditional stuff, some Christmas stuff in other languages, and then some toe-tapping, I don't know, popish stuff, and then this deep, awesome song with Derek Miller. So welcome to the innards of the complicated woman here on KVMR.
Die
Jana Mashonee. Welcome to Dreamwalk. I'm so excited to have you with us. Our listeners love you. And I want to start off by talking about your Christmas album because Christmas is approaching and there's only a small amount of Christmas music I tolerate. One is your Christmas album. The other one is Red Nativity and then War Scout. So that wraps up my holiday season.
Wow. Okay. So you're very broad and rangy with and you know got a lot of songs there you like. So you're not into like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You're not into like what is that one? Rockin' Around the Christmas tree. Who's that one who sings that? I was just so annoying. I'm sorry. That is annoying.
I'm right there with you. I have actually changed my presets on my radio to remove the stations that are doing nothing but Christmas music, so I will reprogram those like January 3rd or something.
Yeah, I know. It grates. First of all, thank you for liking mine. But I love Christmas. It's great, but you know, every public place is just you're inundated with. It's just noise pollution with just really bad. You know, it's the same songs, and you've heard it 100,000 times, and it gets you in the spirit. But it's like I'm not in the spirit right now.
No. And they started the spirit in Halloween.
I'm down with the spirit of Halloween every year. Like that's my thing. Halloween is my favorite.
Yes, but they started the Christmas stuff like literally Halloween afternoon.
Oh no, for sure.
The wreaths were out.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Yes, I'm done with it already. It's like okay, it's already Christmas things came out. But then it's already like it gives me the agita because I'm kind of like, okay, well, I know I got to start buying stuff. And then when I go shopping, it's always like, this looks good for me. And then I say, oh, this looks good for me. And then I'm not shopping for anybody else.
At least you're honest. I just pretend I couldn't find anything for anybody and some reason I'm out of money.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, wow, this is great. Like, this is really bad for my pocket, but these are cute stuff. And I just like,
well, and sales.
You know what? It's like, let's just do gift cards. I'm down with like, you know what, family, I love you guys. Let's just do gift cards this year.
I believe in your capabilities of shopping for yourself. Here you go.
I know what I like, so I know what I like. So it works for me. Everybody else, you guys can have fun with the cards and,
Yes.
Or you can, I'll just throw you some money.
Thank me later.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, where can people get your Christmas album? Because I know it's early enough now that they have time that if it got shipped, they really could enjoy it. It's just an awesome album. And like what...
I really appreciate that you said that. Yeah, I know. I want to do... I think a lot of artists, maybe female artists, everyone kind of does their Christmas or the holiday album, however, whatever you want to celebrate. But I wanted to do something different. I was like, let me do something really challenging. How crazy am I to, let me just try this in different languages. I don't want to do just one language. I want to do many different languages. Let's just try it out and see where this goes. And, these are my favorite songs. So, by picking these songs, but I also kind of had to pick them depending on which, the tribes that I went to, what songs they already had kind of translated and had been, so that I could practice. And because I had, I work with like language advisors for each one of the songs because I'm not fluent in any one of those languages. So I really wanted to learn, and I didn't learn phonetically. I actually learned, the way it's written out. At least it was written out for me. So, I mean, it was challenging, but I just, I like listen. I mean, I will admit I do listen to my album, at least a couple of the songs, or I'm forced to at family events because they play it every year, and my parents do, and my aunts and uncles. So I am forced to listen to it, but I also like listening to it, and which is rare because usually when I listen to my stuff, I'm always just critiquing all the time.
You don't just sit there and lip sync it in front of all of them?
No.
That would be the best. You should just do that next time. Just like you hear one of your songs and just start mouthing it dramatically, and give them all the little performance. I should do that, but I'm going to be like, you know what? I get paid for this, people. So you know what? My services do not come free. I don't care if you're family or not. That's what I tell them. That's the Mashonee way.
You want to lip sync. Yeah. If you want to lip sync, here's a tip jar. I'll accept some stuff, like... So, but yeah, the Christmas album, I had it on my website. I've actually sold out on my website, which it sells out every year. But you can download it. You can still download it on my website. It's people. You don't need the physical CD. So, most people listen to it, so you can still get it on my website. You can just download it, or if you want a physical copy, Amazon has it, and probably Walmart and those kind of big box stores. But iTunes has it. It's online everywhere. It's just if you want a physical copy, probably like Amazon or something, and Walmart. So every year I sell out. It's kind of like, and that's the great thing about a holiday album is that it's a gift that keeps on giving. So I understand why artists want to do it, but it's not just for monetary things, but it's just, I do understand that it's timeless. Christmas is,
Well, and you did the old Christmas hymns, which are my favorite, and they're so melodic and so beautiful, and even the meanings are a little bit deeper than "Oh Christmas Tree" and "Rock Around" than Santa Clock and it's Christmas time. So I don't know.
It's a little more.
It's got a few levels to it.
Yeah, it's a little deeper, sweeter, and meaningful because I sung in my church and kind of had a little hymnal kind of feeling towards it anyway. That's how I always approach the song. So that was just my vibe. And I felt like with native language, I think it's going to be really pretty. Plus, with native language and a lot of the languages, because just singing the pronunciations and things like that. If they were really, really fast songs, it would just be, like if I did like an up-tempo song, it felt like, having more of like the hymns or the slower ballads, so you can really hear like the language and the beautiful language. You know what I mean? Like it's the way it's interpreted through the songs. It just sounds better to me when it's can really understand, kind of understand and hear the little nuances in the languages.
Well, yes, and language preservation is a ginormous issue and undertaking for Indigenous people.
It is.
So that's why it's so precious to me. That's why I think the album is so precious to me, because it's something I get to share with my family that we all have in common, Christmas music, or share with other people Christmas music, and then I get to showcase Indigenous language and being like, haha, we're so cool.
We're so cool.
Look at what Jana did for us, you guys.
Yeah, so it's really fun, and it's always nice just to get new fans, and again, people who are like, wow, I've never even heard of these tribes, like people know that Cherokee, they know Navajo, they know Apache or something, but they don't know like Mescalero Apache, they don't know Iroquois, they don't know San Juan Tewa Pueblo, they don't know like the little, they're like, oh, we didn't even know that, people just, it's just it's a learning thing for, especially, for non-native people, and plus non-native people have been like, these songs, they listen to it and they know the melodies, but they're like, it's so pretty in the language, they just feel a connection, even though they don't understand what, they don't understand the words, even though they know the song, they just feel like a connection there. So I always say music is about universal language anyway, it doesn't matter what language it's in, music kind of moves people, and on top of the fact that there's really cool languages behind it, they're just like, people just think it's cool.
I absolutely agree. I heard these like Ukrainian gangster rappers, and I had no idea what they were saying, but like they were going hard, and I was like, "Yeah, boy," seriously, I was right there. I was a freaking G for those 3.5 minutes. I had no idea what was going on, but I felt it.
Yeah, you felt. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, and it's just like, wow, like you feel it, you feel the energy, you don't know what, but it's just kind of like, and that's how people have explained it to me, because I'm like, well, what do you mean? They're like, well, no, we don't understand, but I was like, I totally get it. So yeah, it's just cool. It's just really cool. So I'm just really, really excited, with with that, and I have my other songs and my music out there, and I know you guys are supporting my new music, and I've finished a new album, and I'm just getting singles out right now, and getting new stuff out there for the next few months. So I'm totally excited about like upcoming stuff,
So, Pete, I don't want to get too much into your little biography, but people can go to janamashonee.com. And what I really want to pick your brain about is, like, what's up with Derek Miller?
He's awesome. What do you mean? What's that?
I don't know.
He's my man.
What's he doing, right?
He's my man.
So you state claim on that, or what? What's going on?
No. We're not like that.
Hey, I got to check because I like you.
Derek's a player now. Derek's a player. I'm not even and he will laugh at me. He will be like, yes, Jana, yes, I love you, girl. No, Derek is sweetheart. He's like my bro. But yeah, he's a little crazy one. But, I respect artists who he's like total natural talent. Like,
I know. Isn't it annoying? He like just oozes awesome. I want to smack him.
He does. Like we say, he's my bro. We time kiss every now and then. It's like not like a big deal or anything. In between sessions, not a big deal. But then we're just like, oh my God, my bro. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very just totally. No, it's kidding. But
relationship status, it's complicated.
It's complicated. That's my. All
right, then I'll go for Stevie Salas. I'll leave that Derek mess alone.
Yeah, Derek is Derek, but no, he's, it was fun working with him, and he's got, if he wasn't so darn far away, like, Canada and
you'd be Jana Mashonee Miller.
Yeah, I don't have to, my initials are the same. I don't have to change my initials. You know what I mean? JM, just keep it as Jana Miller. Like, we're done. It's done.
All the monogram towels, you can keep them.
Keep the monogram towels and the bathrobes, and you know what I mean? I'll just be in line because I'm sure there are other women that are probably ahead of me that will probably have some hate mail. I don't know.
Oh, that is so funny. I interviewed him like 6 months ago, and we were cracking up, but my mom heard the interview, and she's like, you better not marry that boy. And I was like, why? She's like, he laughs like he's on the marijuana. And I was like, yeah. Because he has that,
on marijuana.
He has that. He has that laugh about him.
You mean because he's just free and he exudes just cool.
He is. He's too cool for school.
He's just exudes cool.
So cool. So what's up with the new album? Break it down to me, sister friend. When do you think you're going to get it out?
Well, you know what? These days it's like I'm just doing single by single by single until Jay-Z wants to pick me up and be like the next big star. So basically what I'm doing, I've got the single Rocket Launch that we're working on right now. I'm getting a remix done as we speak because I want to get a couple of different, for different radios. So we've got some radio playing the single right now, but we're just kind of did like a soft launch like in the fall of this year. And then, my video is out, but we're just kind of like working that right now. And then the rest of the album, we're just going to see what people respond to. The album is all like fun, up tempo. There's a couple of like your maudlin songs because I can do the slit your wrist sad songs like forever in the day. But this album is mainly just like fun and up tempo and just, a really, it's like I had fun with it, but we're just kind of in the part, right now, just promoting it, getting the remix done first because I want a different direction. We're going. It's definitely like dance pop and then some hip hop in it. So it's just completely different than my last album, and because I get bored. Like I can't do the same thing over and over again. I have to do different stuff. So I'm just like, okay, let me just add this flavor. Let me do something different. So I'm excited because this is the first album that I've always been co-writing or helping with production, but like I really this one I just did, with my partner, Stephen Galvez, who produced me. He was just like, you know what? sit in the studio. I'm locking the door. See you in a few hours. Write me a song, and let's get the next one done. So it was like literally, it was just like I was just locked in the studio by myself, working the board and writing stuff. So this was, you know, a lot more in depth than I'm used to.
Good.
But it was good. It was good. You know, it was good because I'm used to, you know, I'm great at collaborating, but like it was kind of like, well, you know what? Let me just see what I can do, like solely on my own, and see what I can just come up with. So I was just really happy with it. So this is me.
Yeah, it looks like you went a little bit insane on your rocket launch video, which I'll post on our Dreamwalk Facebook. So,
okay, so you've seen the video, okay?
No, it's fine. I hear this, you know, intelligent, articulate artist, and then I'm like, oh my glob, she's riding a tricycle. Just focus. So, speaking of doing different things and you just being you, I did see on your website you wrote a book.
Yeah, did that too.
Like, do you love writing in that aspect, or was that like a just to push yourself to see what you were capable of?
Exactly, the latter of what you just said.
So you're like, I did that. Guess what? Move along over it. I'm going back to my tricycle.
Well, let me just move on to writing a novel to riding a tricycle. Yeah, it was the original idea, and I have said this before because I think some people would not admit this, but I had American Indian Story, my CD, that was the Grammy-nominated album, like 2007, 2008, whatever it was. I have that CD. That whole CD is like a concept album that I came up with the idea of this young girl, Shakana. It's kind of like a parallel of my life, you know, her journey through life and kind of like coming of age kind of thing. And so I had Wampum Books, which is Stephanie Duckworth. She came to me and she's like, you know, this could be a great book. And I'm like, well, that's awesome because I don't write. You know, I just write music. And she was like, well, you know, we can get a ghostwriter for you and just, you know, it's your concepts, it's your ideas, but you can, you know, but you don't have to write it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm down with that.
Wow.
You know, because you know, it is my idea, you know, and I would help guide it, but I've never written before. I don't have experience besides obviously like just writing essays in college and stuff.
Yep.
But and so, you know, we had somebody start it off, and the voice of the character was just not. It just wasn't where I felt like I needed to go because I do have some integrity. So I was just like, well, you know what? My partner Stefan, like I said, he's my producer. We co-write together and do everything musically. He's my manager as well. I was like, well, here's the deal, Stefan. Do you want to help me out with this? Because basically I think we should just write this. And, you know, I was like, you write one chapter and I'll write another chapter. Like, it literally was like that. We just did it back and forth. Okay, let's just tackle this. And I literally locked I didn't do any music. I didn't do anything for, it was several months. It was some of the loneliest times of my life was sitting in the studio is different because you can just take breaks. Like writing, like it's just a blank screen on your computer, and then you just have to have words. Like writing songs, I can be on the piano. It's a completely different thing. Like I admire authors, like people who do that for a living. God bless them, because it was like the toughest thing I've ever done. It was rewarding because I really like what we came up with and what we did. It literally was, okay, I'm going to write this chapter. You're going to do this. And there would just be back and forth every day. It was like 12-hour days, literally just sitting at a desk. No, I mean, now that was my experience. Obviously, I don't know anyone else, but I had to do that. I had to just be in that moment. I had to be in Shakana's world, you know, because it's also a period piece. It's kind of a period piece. It's like historical fiction too. There's kind of some, you know, there's some history parts of it with natives, and then there's, you know, then most of it's just like magical Harry Potter stuff. So I was just like, I mean, where did I come up with some of this stuff? I have no idea. I swear I did not do any drugs. when I wrote this, I did not do any drugs. And I'm just like reading this, I'm like, it's kind of like with J.K. Rowling, like, how does she come up with this stuff? Because it's so magical and all these things, and it's really cool. Like, I was just really proud of what we did with the book. And ironically, the parts that are like, there's parts in the book that have, more romantic and more loving things. Like, I was more of like the action. Like, I wrote that kind of stuff, and Stefan, the guy, wrote all the romantic stuff. I mean, I'll just be honest. That's what happened. So it's just like, it's just so funny because, you just learn about what I just connected. Like, I just wrote like all the action, like the big fun fight things and all the, so.
That's awesome.
It's just cool. Yeah, it was just a cool experience.
So your producer is going to write the indigenous romance novels. Is that his next thing then?
Oh my gosh. I will tell him you said that, because I was just like, wow, you have such a feminine side to you. Like,
right.
What is this about? But, I've actually have a publisher who wants me to, because right now it's self-published, because I haven't really put, it's out there for people, but I haven't really worked it to do like a major publishing company. But I've got a publisher who already wants me to write. It's a young adult book, but I mean, I've got them wanting me to write another book, and I'm just like, this was kind of like a one-time thing.
Right?
Like,
it took so much out of you.
It really did. It took a lot out of my life. I had to stop everything for it. It literally is a very lonely job. It really, it is. Literally is a solo job. I mean, it's amazing how I don't know how people do. I don't know how, like.
Oh, I'm with you. I am with you. I have a couple writers in my family, and they said, like, I'm going to do 50,000 words this month. And it's like, I'll talk 50,000 words easy, but yes, to come up with all those words that somehow tie together and make sense, good luck.
Oh, to God.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone and pushing the concept to fruition. And can anybody get that anywhere right now? Is there links to that on your website?
Yeah, I mean, you can get it on my website. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it. I definitely only can get it on Amazon and on my website. I don't know anywhere else right now. But yeah, JanaMashonee.com, and then everyone knows Amazon. So, but yeah, I mean, it's an awesome book. Honestly, like, it's a young adult book, technically, but I've had adults read it, and it's not in child speak. It's not condescending speak. It's not like the vernacular is not like, it's just like
it's an easy read.
And it's an easy read, but it's not like, it's not like for dummies, or it's not for children. It's still like adults enjoy it, just like I think adults enjoy Harry Potter, or I have girlfriends of mine that, like, they're like in their 30s, and they love Twilight. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a young adult book, but yet, hey, so whatever.
That's awesome.
It is what it. Yeah. So.
Okay. So
yeah, that's. Yeah.
So speaking of comfort zones, I saw too that you did a movie. I was in the television show Leverage. I was an extra, and I hated it. I hated it because we had to redo the same thing 95 times. This one main character couldn't remember her line. It took 8 hours to film like 25 seconds. So personally, I don't think I'm meant for the movies. But did you enjoy it? You seem like a character, like a ham,
Do I? Because I'm so not a ham.
Okay.
I'm so not a ham. Like, I think about every day. I'm like, how am I in this business of what I do? Because I'm really an introverted person. Like, normally, I just when I perform, I'll go out and do what I got to do. But like, just every day, I'm really not a ham. So, but I mean, I don't know. The movie thing was, yeah. I mean, like, we would take for one page, and there would be maybe like 10 lines or something. It could take, we would consider like a page a day.
Dang.
And, so it was a little rough because we were filming in the wintertime, and we were in Texas, though, but we were filming in the wintertime, And we were all wearing, we were filming as though it was summer, so we were freezing because, like, I had short sleeves on, and we've got air, like, when you were breathing, like, we had to make sure that, like, our breath doesn't show because it was freezing. But, yeah, I mean, movies are like a hurry up and wait. Yeah. It's really, like, the setup time. You got to have a good trailer, man. You gotta have something to do, like, in the downtime. Because it gets boring. Yeah. Yeah, you got to do Suzuki or, like, knitting or something. Because, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, luckily I was in, like, a lot of the scenes, so I didn't have to just sit there and wait. But then when you do have to, it's a very interesting. People don't, obviously you've experienced it. People don't realize, like, how much it's just kind of like, this is so boring.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
Forever. Oh, absolutely. No, I would absolutely do it again. It's just that, I wanted to get my feet wet to see if I even liked it or enjoyed it. And again, it's one of those things where, why not? I want to test. I want to get out of my comfort zone. And it was another thing of, I was going to see what I can do. And I'm just waiting for that next right role, because I don't want to just play like anything. Like, I get offers for things, but I want it to be like the right thing, because I know how much, for me, I'm not a perfectionist, but I want things to be right, and I don't want to just kind of do any kind of random thing. So I haven't really, I haven't had anything out since then, because I'm kind of just waiting for that right next thing, like, so, but no, I enjoy doing it. I would love to do more movies. I'd love to do something that's more like comedy and stuff. Like, this was kind of a comedy, because it's like, it's a horror movie, but it's like a bad B movie, so you laugh at it at the same time. But you know what I mean? But I want to do I want to do like comedy or something. I think that would be fun. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I haven't, I spent this last year and a half working the album, so I just focused on that, and then now, so I'm just hoping that, the right role will come along, and
it will.
George Clooney will be, my co-star, and we have a moment to get. No, I'm just kidding.
He's all married now.
I know.
You don't want somebody else's, like.
Honestly, it was. I'm just going to tell you, and this is morbid, but it was Paul Walker for me, and then it happened. So I don't know who my guy crush is right now. Like, I don't know.
We'll get you a Ouija board. Paul, I have a bottle of wine. Paul, are you listening?
Oh, jeez. Good gosh. I was like, it really is. It was tragic. When I found out, I was like, oh my gosh, no, my guy crush. It's bad enough that what happened, but then I was like, my guy crush is gone.
I don't have one. I have like 11. It all depends.
Okay, well, name me one. Maybe we have the same one.
Okay, well, no, because mine, honestly, Stevie Salas, super crush.
Really?
Super crush on him. And, like, I interviewed him for, like, an hour and a half, and we text sometimes, but it's just, like, I feel, well, like I say, like a Japanese super fan. I'm just all, I like your guitar. It's stupid.
Wow.
So stupid. Johnny Depp, but, that's everybody's.
Well, that is everybody, but good gosh.
And
yeah, he's a hottie.
Who's that guy on, like, my mom watches the show called Rosewood? Or something, and there's this like black guy with the heart condition, and he's always jogging, a little sweaty. He's super hot too. Like, what is going on?
Always jogging and sweating.
But then I get weird crushes like Gary Oldman. I have the biggest crush on him, so it's just all over.
That is you're scale.
Basically, I'll make out with anything, Jana. Come on.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Settle it down.
I honestly, Gary Oldman is like the first I've never heard like any of my girlfriends.
I know.
Mr. Good. So you're into like personalities make somebody look. Yes. I get that.
Their vibe shows through.
Vibe is sexy. If they have a cool vibe, it makes somebody look better and makes them sexy. A guy who's got that, I get it. I'm still not going to say Gary Oldman is my guy crush, but I get it.
Good.
I see where you're going. I will call a doctor for you. Yes. The script will be at your door.
Yes. Dr. Jana.
we'll make sure that you're mentally stable for the next interview. I'm kidding.
No, somebody needs to check me every once in a while. So, Miss Jana, we only have a few minutes left. What do you want to say? Do you want to talk about your kids' foundation that I saw a blurb about? Do you want to? What do we need to know?
Yeah. We my Jana's Kids program I've had for like, oh God, it's been a decade now, and I'm just so honored. I have people who give every year, and then I have, I just wanted to grow. I want more tribal schools to know about my scholarships, so I can also have donors to give more, because I want to give more scholarships out. But I'm just excited. We just had our recent scholarship winner, who's going into nursing school, and she's, every year I get somebody, like last year I have somebody who, my first time ever, somebody going to medical school, like they're like getting a PhD. Like I've had so many, like really just smart, accomplished Native youth that it's just like, it's an awesome thing to do. And it's not like I can give a 4-year scholarship, but I also encourage, if you get one, then, and you're in school, you can apply again the next year if you have the same opportunity to get it again if you stay in school. So it's just kind of like just to keep people motivated. And I just, I'm really happy to have it, and I'm really happy that I'm able to give a little bit, and as much as I want to give more. So I'm always trying to promote it to where I can have, get it on a bigger scale. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that.
So janaskids.org if people want to donate.
Or my website. They can go to donate.
Look, I see a little GoFundMe.
It's a GoFundMe. They can go on GoFundMe. They can go into Razoo, or they can go on, go to my PayPal and send me some money, and I'll do it. You know what I mean? Jana at janaskids.org. Whatever you want to do.
Right? You can snail mail it.
Snail mail it. Have a courier send it. It's tax deductible, and we're a legit nonprofit, and it's just a cool thing. And I just it gets me every year. Like my favorite thing is to give the winner a call, and that's just the coolest thing. It's so cool to give here's some money, would you like some money? It was just hey, you want, I just love, it just makes me feel really good.
That's
and
amazing.
It makes them feel good, but it just makes me feel wow, this person is every winner, everyone's received, it's been totally appreciative, totally just some of them crying, and it gets me crying. It's just it's a good vibe. It's good energy. So I just, I encourage, because my parents are always you got to go to school, and education for me, I was glad that even though it put me behind 4 years in my music career, I was just I got an education. I'm proud that I have a college degree, and at least I have that. And
I'm a biology major who's now a broadcaster. You just got to get the degree, no matter what happens. Guess what? I got the paper, baby.
Dude, yes, exactly. And now you can go online and get I'm even thinking about just going online just because I want to go back just to do online study, just because I want to identify and make myself, I just want to learn. I want to continue to learn. So I'm I actually had been taking some online courses about a year or two ago, just because.
Yes.
Why not?
Well, it feeds you. Education feeds you. It inspires you. It changes lives.
It really does. It just makes you think differently. It just opens up your mind. And because, we can get when you get older and stuff, you just you can get into a rut, okay, well, this or this, whatever. And it's just that just opens up your mind. So you're just not stuck in people who are okay, well, I have my 9-to-5 job, or do this. Well, you know what? Do something different. Go take a class. Go do something.
There's a whole world out there.
Totally. I don't have a 9-to-5, and every day for me is strange and weird, but I still kind of I'm still wanting to always learn and always to the point where people are kind of annoyed because I do ask a lot of questions. Like, I don't know why, but I ask a ton I was like, maybe I should have been like a reporter or something, because I just ask a lot of questions.
But that's like, good because you're brilliant, you know, and you want to understand and relate to and see how all these pieces of our random existence fit together. It's a big deal, Jana.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, like, well, thank you for validating that, because sometimes, like, my parents are like, or like, you know, my family, like, why are you, because I want to know. I want to know. Well, why do you need, I just want to know. Just like, I have no shame in being like, I don't know what the answer to that. Can you know?
Let's Google it.
I don't know. Well, I do. I Google so many things.
Okay, so I can't Google medical things because suddenly, like, oh, if I Google a stomachache, next thing you know, like, I have some weird tumor, like cancer.
You have a parasite. Yeah, you're going to have a parasite that you got.
Or alien baby.
In the Amazon.
That I've never been to. Seriously.
Yeah, or you might, no, don't. Well, I mean, you got to be, you kind of have to weed through that. You got to be smart about that.
So, you know, well, between like Indian Health and Google, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die in like 30 minutes. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. Indian Health, oh man. That cornbread's got some parasites from Amazon that now it's like going in my eye. There's a show that's called
Monsters Inside Me.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I've never seen that 95 times.
Well, listen, I have it on DVR.
Yeah.
It's strangely fascinating
like
to me.
Things like people that feel things under their skin, right? Or see like their skin move. Or like they really do have a worm in their eye.
Yeah. And I'm like, how long does that happen before you? Because sometimes people are like, it's been like this for a few weeks. No, I got one. If something's crawling under my skin in 2 seconds, I'm at the doctor. I'm not even trying to mess with that.
No,
it's just fascinating. Like, I don't know.
Well, people that love Mother Nature, I think she's kind of mean. Okay, all she wants to do is kill you / nurture you. It's this weird thing, you know. It's
a love-hate.
Microbes and icky things and things that bite and things that can drown us, and it's a mess out there.
Well, you know what? She commands respect.
You darn tootin'.
And we are not, this world is not respecting Mother Nature, and she's coming down like nobody's business, as you know. As things like this, like tsunamis and hurricanes and all this global warming and everything else. And, I mean, there's some people are going to say, oh, there's not global warming, whatever. If you just watch these documentaries about, like, the like Antarctica, like all the
ice caps.
They're just melting. The ice caps are like and what kills me is like the animals, like the polar bears, and it's causing the ecosystems to be completely disrupted. So Mother Nature's basically saying, don't mess with me now.
Well, and it sucks, too, that, like, we're responsible. Because, again, I like animals more than people. My bulldog, is like my soulmate child friend. You know? So we have this, like, responsibility to these animals that in a way, and it just, it breaks my heart. Like, there's so many prophecies that 2/3 of people have to disappear for us to continue. And I'm cool with that.
That's interesting.
As long as the animals are, fine, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear you. I totally hear. I mean, I love animals to the point where I have ideas for what I want to do with. I've got some ideas for a foundation for animals. And
Jana's pets.
Maybe I can talk to you. I got it even better, but I'm not going to give away right now.
Okay.
Girl, I already got the URL. I'll tell you, because I haven't done it yet.
When you're ready to launch, let us know.
I will let you know, but it's already in the works. I've got the URL secured. It's awesome. I'm focusing on how specifically I want to help animals, because there's so many different ways you can help pets. So that's my next thing that I'm actually feel like, that I want to do. I'm on the same page.
Holy cow. So you're a musician, an author, an actress, a philanthropist, and a weirdo. I love it.
And I'm weird. And I'm weird. if you watch, all you do is watch the video and you see him just completely
No,
strange.
I'm going to post it on our Facebook, but first I want people to hear and experience the depth of Jana, and then I want them to look at it and go, WTF? Was that the same girl? No, that must have been her sister or cousin or something, because who was that brilliant woman that was talking, and what is this thing in these shorts?
Who was this like, I mean, you know what? I mean, maybe I fell up the wrong side of the tree or something. I don't know. It's just, that's my other loopy side people don't know about. That's why I wanted to do something different. And you get it.
Girl.
I think you get it.
It's like, you know, that namaste. I'm like weird maste. I see the weird in you. I acknowledge it.
Okay, good.
I bow
good.
to it.
Because I do have weirdness.
Well, you have to be yourself.
I try to, you know, I can be, and not that I'm putting on, but I honestly have, I can be serious. I've been serious for many of my songs, many of the scholarship stuff, everything for kids, all my missions and everything. That's serious stuff. But you know what? There's always going to be a balance. Like I'm not the type of person I'm not the person who is just like, okay, this is serious, everything is, I have just so many different parts of me. But yeah, people don't know the weird parts. So,
it's because you're a woman.
They might be freaked out about it. So yeah.
Oh, freak out the squares, baby. Well, JanaMashonee.com. Jana,
Yes.
you are amazing. I am so thrilled that we got to have this conversation. And
this was one of my most fun interviews.
Bam, bam. That's what I try to do, because the rest of it's like, so Jana, in 2007, you released this American Indian story. Tell us more about the inspiration behind blah.
You know what? I just have a recording, and I put the recording to the phone, and then let them, you know what I mean? I have a spokesperson. I mean, no, this is awesome. You're great. This is like literally one of my most fun interviews. Woo! Because that's the way it should be. Because people, I think people who are listening, your listeners, they want to know like what somebody's really about. They don't really care about the biography. They can go read that online, you know?
Exactly.
Yep.
Jana, you're the best.
You.
Well, I'm so glad. And JanaMashonee.com, janaskids.org, Amazon, iTunes, website. Thank you so much, girl. And keep us in touch when you launch your pet saving campaign.
Yes.
Well, how was that for you, Skip?
I'm stunned.
Good. So playlist, kvmr.org. Playlist, that should be up tonight or tomorrow. So you can see we played Jana and Derek Miller off her last album. That last song we heard was off her new album. We played some of her Christmas album. And then some of her first album, that Medicine Woman song that was all slow and pretty. So that was good. Good times.
You, again, broke pretty much all the rules when...
I didn't
one
cuss.
does a standard when one does a standard interview, which are so boring.
I don't know what that means. You never taught me a standard interview.
Standard interviews are boring. We want to stir it up. We want to find out what they do when they're not being famous.
And they're Frenching Derek Miller.
Frenching Derek Miller. That's the stuff. Yeah. Well, we'd like to let you know about a couple of things here. Wise ways, wise words, healing through the holidays. The holidays can be a difficult time for many of us. Wise Words is an exploratory writing group for dealing with grief in the holidays. This 8-week program begins Tuesday, November 17th, so, you're a little behind at 6:30 p.m., but classes are led by Dr. Oscar C. Perez in Lukesh. That's transpersonal coaching. The location is KVMR Studio, 120 Bridge Street, Nevada City, California, 95959. Dr. Oscar Perez can be reached at 831-607-9404 or info@inlakechcoaching.com. That's INLAKECOACHING.com. Also like to let you know about Natural Beekeepers. They meet on Thursdays. The first one is today, Thursday, December 3rd, from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Nevada City location. The group gathers monthly for hive inspections, films, and mead making and discussion. Everyone who is interested in keeping bees without chemicals is welcome. 265-8426. And the Nevada County Beekeepers Association is another one. I was in that group for a little while. I don't keep bees. They just scare the hell out of me. But
they're so cool, though. Bees are awesome. I want to say hello to Jana Beeman, one of our listeners who's a beekeeper. And he calls and says, "Oh, my bees love this song." So in the background, Skip, what do we hear?
Well, Christmas round dance. Got to mess with the paradigm here. Let's do a little, Randy Peskerman. Wait a minute. Did I ever say that right? Yeah, Randy Peskerman. Christmas cheer, Christmas round dance songs. Just throw a little bit.
I think I'm going to give it to him hard on Christmas Eve. Like Christmas Eve, we're going to all red Christmas is my thought.
Okay.
But, because you and I don't like too much Christmas music, so doing it over the next, 3 weeks is going to make me want to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
So if we just sprinkle a little Christmas, and then Thursday we can just make a CD of our show, plug it in, and then go throw up.
I mean, we got the Choctaw Community Singers, we got the Cherokee Choir, we've got St. Herman's Cemetery Octet, and they're Yupik, so they're we got them from all over the place,
really
and we will filter them out responsibly, as opposed, and then Christmas Eve.
Don't start using weird words like responsibly. Skip, you should know better.
Yeah, okay.
Let's sock it to us.
Never mind. Well, then we'd like to thank some folks, including Fit Culture Studio, offering small or large group training and one-on-one sessions. Fit Culture coaches, they create personalized fitness programs. They provide ongoing fitness accountability and guide strength training. They rehab after an injury, and they give you nutrition and weight loss education. FitCultureStudio.com. You can reach them at 265-5342. I'd also like to thank the guy who's coming up next, Mark Cunaberti, an investment representative with Cambridge Investment Advisors, offering advisory services, retirement planning, and portfolio asset management. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, a registered investment advisor. You can reach Mark at 530-559. My mic is on. You can reach Mark at 530-559-1214 or mcoonaberti at cambridgesecure.com. And one more time, I'd like to thank Milkman Toner Company, providing local hometown service for current technologies in network printers, copiers, scanners, carrying environmentally safe remanufactured toner cartridges with printer support, serving Nevada, Placer, and Northern California counties from Redding to Monterey, San Francisco to Lake Tahoe. Details at milkmancompany.com.
Well, and guess what, Skip?
We
gotta go.
Gotta go.
Actually, Skip, that was so bad. I feel like we can do better.
I can do better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
We gotta go.
Well, I left my broke down pickup down the propane, and I'm calling reservation about tonight. Well, I live my life